Good afternoon, everyone. Glad everybody could make it today. As you can see, we're going to have a really full house today. So if we could all scooch to the center of your rows and leave some of the outside seats open for other people that are coming in, that would be absolutely amazing, because I do believe we'll be using every seat available. Thank you for your attention.
motion to start?
Oh, I just need to. Minimize this. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, that's a good picture.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dr. Patty Annear, Dean of the Schaefer School of Nursing and Allied Health. I'd like to welcome you to the 2023 Butler County Community College Nursing Pinning Ceremony. I'd like to take a moment to recognize our folks that are on the stage. Please stand when I call your name. Dr. Nick Newpower, President of BC3. The Honorable Paul McNulty, President of Grove City College. Dr. Belinda Richardson, Vice President of Academic Affairs and Provost of Butler County Community College. Assistant Dean Julia Kearney, Assistant Dean of the Nursing Program and Director of the new Practical Nursing Program. Dr. Janie Roach, Director of the BSN program at Grove City College. And now for our esteemed faculty. Professor Diane Ratty. Assistant Professor Melissa Griffey. Assistant Professor Heather Darrington. Assistant Professor Christine Kenny. Instructors Dr. Jessica Bronder. Amanda Gillespie. Michelle Rock. Sarah Drain. and Laurie Wolfram. And last but not least, our lab supervisor, Mr. Harold Flieger. Well, we have much to celebrate this afternoon. First and foremost, our students. Our students are resilient. They have to be sitting here this evening or this afternoon. They worked very hard to be here. I am personally so proud of each and every one of you. You are caring, you are intelligent, you are motivated, you are enthusiastic, and above all, you're community-oriented. You are such a benefit to this community and beyond. We are also celebrating the completion of our first cohort of Grove City College students. This collaboration is a great example of how two stellar institutions partnered to utilize their best resources to form a terrific nursing program. I'll tell you a personal highlight of my career was watching my president, Dr. Nick Newpower, and Grove City's president in a room together talking about how we can do this. And we did it. We have our first cohort. It's been truly my pleasure to work with the faculty and the administrative staff of Grove City College. Again, President McNulty. I would like some of our folks from Grove City to please stand when I call your name. Provost Dr. Peter Frank. Dean Dr. Richard Savage. Faculty, Dr. Janet Skeese. Dr. Christina Pazahowski. And Mr. Jeff Prokovich, Vice President for Institutional Advancement. I also would like to note, coming all the way for the event from Buffalo, New York, Mrs. Jeannie Siebold, who was instrumental in getting this program started. We're also celebrating the 50th anniversary of the start of this amazing program. Over the last 50 years, BC3 has produced over 2,500 nurses. A few of those nurses you'll be hearing from later and are sitting on this stage. This year, we're graduating our largest class, and next year will be larger. We also have extended our footprint to our Brockway campus, and tomorrow, Assistant Dean Carney will be traveling to Brockway for that pinning ceremony, where 13 students will be graduating. Next year, we will have 60 students at Brockway campus. This couldn't be done without the strong foundation that was put in place in the 1970s, the 1980s, and the 1990s. Joining us this afternoon are 7 faculty and staff that have played an exemplary role in the formation of the Butler County Community College Nursing Program. Please stand when I say your name. Mrs. Sharon Brewer, Dean and Director. Ms. Joyce Seco, Interim Dean and Faculty Member. Mrs. Mary Ann Heiser, Interim Dean and Faculty. Mrs. Marian Gustafson, Faculty and Lab Supervisor. Mrs. Carol Ignasic, Faculty. Mrs. Elaine Kusick, Faculty. And I'm not sure if she's here, but she was supposed to be Mrs. Cleo Lehman Clark, Faculty. Also in our audience is Mr. Keith Fromdak, CEO of Concordia Lutheran Ministries, one of our partners. Hard to believe, but today he is here in even a more important role than CEO. He's here as the grandfather of one of our students. So congratulations. Thank you to Butler Health System, our partner and flagship hospital. We are privileged to be able to come to your healthcare facility. I'm always grateful from the support that we get from our county commissioners and our terrific board of trustees. We're also very blessed to have some of our very important donors here today. Daniel Veith, Diana and Rick Kaufman, the Zimzik family, Connie McCormick, Richard and Carol McLean, Lindsay Kuiper, and Autumn and Jeffrey Cooper. We are so grateful for everything you do for our students. And finally, I'd like to thank all of our family members and friends for their enduring support of our students. Family and friends, please stand. I'd like to now introduce Dr. Belinda Richardson, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Over the years, Dr. Richardson makes it and made it a priority to understand the needs of the nursing program. And believe me, I'm a very needy person. Dr. Belinda Richardson, we appreciate your support.
Thank you, Dr. Rainier. Greetings, graduates, faculty, staff, members of our Board of Trustees, our distinguished guests, and friends. It is my honor and privilege to congratulate our graduates on your successful completion of the nursing program at our community college. This year marks the 50th year of BC3's nursing program, and your graduation is a testament to the dedication and excellence that has characterized this program for half a century. I know that the journey to this point has not been an easy one. You've spent countless hours studying, attending lectures, and working with patients. You've faced challenges and overcome obstacles, and you've done it all with grace, determination, and compassion. And now, you are ready to take on the next step of your career as registered nurses. I want to take this opportunity to celebrate you, not only for the knowledge and skills you've acquired, but for the person you've become. As nurses, your work requires not only expertise, but empathy, kindness, and a profound respect for the dignity of every patient, regardless of their background or circumstance. You are embarking on a noble career that will challenge you, reward you, and shape you in ways that you can't yet imagine. You will be at the forefront of caring for the sick and injured, of comforting the worried and frightened, of healing and building communities. I encourage you to embrace every opportunity to learn, to grow, and to make a meaningful difference in the lives of your patients. You are nurses, a profession that is at the heart of the healthcare system and plays a critical role in creating healthier and more equitable societies. So in conclusion, I want to express my sincere admiration and appreciation for you, our RN graduates, for your hard work, dedication, and excellence. I am confident that you will leave BC3 with the skills, knowledge, and compassion needed to excel as medical professionals. Once again, congratulations, good luck, and give yourself and your loved ones a pat on the back for this remarkable achievement. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Richardson. I'm always honored to introduce to you Dr. Nick Newpower, President of the Butler County Community College, the #1 college for 8 consecutive years. Dr. Newpower will begin his 16th year as the president here, the longest-serving president at Butler County Community College. His tenure at the same institution is longer than any of the current presidents among Pennsylvania's 14 other community colleges and public 4-year institutions. Dr. Newpower.
Good afternoon and welcome to our beautiful main campus, where the weather is like this every day of the year. And I say that to these students because the decision to delay or close the college often hinges on Dr. Anir talking about the harm's way that you're in when you travel to your clinical sites very early in the morning. Welcome to BC3, home of the 8-time #1 community college in the Commonwealth. And I'll tell you, just listening to everybody, this is a proud president's moment. I think that you're all able to see everything that BC3 has to offer. Terrific faculty, our fantastic students, terrific administrators, partners, and these folks down here, they're legends. They are absolute legends. 50 years ago, when we embarked in a nursing program, when I started here many years ago as a fresh-faced dean, no wrinkles, no gray hair, and I was able to work with so many of these terrific colleagues. And then we have these donors here who believe in each of you, the students, to invest their resources in helping you attain what you're attaining this evening. So again, it's my honor to be here in the role of president of BC3. Congratulations to you. I can guarantee you that these folks to my right and your other faculty members have prepared you to tackle the challenges not only in healthcare, but moving forward for you in your professional, and I might even state personal endeavors. A little shout out to our partners, and Dr. Anir did such a great job. Our relationship with Concordia Lutheran Ministries, it's special, it's creative, it's forward-thinking. Keith, to you and your team, I cannot extend enough thanks. And it's extra special here that you have another family member graduating from our program. I want you to think about this, and I think some of the colleagues down here. In 1999, when I started as a dean, you did not put Grove City College and BC3 in the same sentence. This president to my right, this terrific staff, and this very special person here, not only puts BC3 and Grove City in the same sentence, but we're producing what is needed today: quality students who will enter into the healthcare profession. I want you to know Keith and President McNulty, we don't take these relationships for granted, and it just makes this evening that much more special. Again, I cannot express enough how proud I am of each of you. Enjoy the ceremony. We'll see you next week at our outdoor commencement. Pray for good weather. No snow to impact the decisions that I used to have on your clinical time. I'll see you at commencement. Enjoy this evening, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Newpower. I truly feel privileged to have our guest speaker here this afternoon. The Honorable Paul J. McNulty is the 9th president of Grove City College. He's a 1980 graduate of the college, where he studied history, religion, and pre-law. Prior to returning to his alma mater, Mr. McNulty spent over 30 years in Washington, D.C. as an attorney in public service and private practice. In 2005, the United States Senate unanimously confirmed Mr. McNulty to the position of Deputy Attorney General, the second in command at the U.S. Department of Justice and the Chief Operating Officer of the department's 100,000 employees. He also served from 2001 to 2005 as the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia and was a leader in our nation's response to the terrorist attacks in September 2001. Thank you. In addition, Mr. McNulty worked for more than 10 years as a senior attorney in the U.S. Congress, including as chief counsel and director of legislative operations for the House Majority Leader and chief counsel for the House Subcommittee on Crime. From 2007 to 2014, Mr. McNulty led the global corporate compliance and investigations practice for Baker McKenzie, one of the world's largest law firms. He's a co-founder of Faith and Law, a bipartisan Capitol Hill study group focusing on a relationship between Christianity and public policy. In 2007, President McNulty received an honorary doctorate degree from the college. He also received the college's Alumni Achievement Award in 1998. So I'm pleased to present the Honorable Paul J. McNulty.
Thank you, Dr. Anir. Well, good afternoon, everyone. President Newpower, Dean Anir, Provost Richardson, Dean Carney, family and friends, and most importantly, nursing graduates, class of 2023. Congratulations to you for this accomplishment. You know, it's fair to say that this is one of the most significant achievements in your life, especially when you consider how hard you've worked and the extraordinary value of what you've accomplished. I think you'll hear some themes here today that are repeated because they're so true. The significance of what you've accomplished and how you've accomplished it. And now to my Grove City College friends, we're extremely proud of you. The first nursing graduates in the college's nearly 150-year history. And I know in your life, and I'm sure it's true with your fellow students throughout the entire class, a level of determination, intelligence, self-sacrifice, and good old-fashioned grit that was required to accomplish what you have achieved here. And it's a historic day for Grove City College as well. So this is very special, and I'm grateful for your determination. You know, our vision as a Christian liberal arts college is to develop leaders of the highest proficiency, purpose, and principles, ready to serve the common good. Proficiency, purpose, and principles. They fit remarkably well with a nursing degree. When you think about how important proficiency is, how specialized your skill set is, how hard you worked to get the proficiency necessary to literally have people's lives in your hands. And then the purpose, a sense of calling, something I bet if we had a chance to talk to each of you developed some time ago in thinking about the profession and thinking about how you might be able to serve others in this way. So that sense of real purpose, which, by the way, don't take that for granted, because your peers across the country and across the world struggle to find their purpose. And you found one, and you're going to see what difference that makes in your own sense of joy and satisfaction. And then principles. There's so much a part of your future that is connected to doing what is right, of being a person of integrity, of doing something right when nobody is looking because you know it's the right thing to do. So it fits remarkably well with that vision I explained, but I want to focus on the last part of this vision, advancing the common good. Now, when we think about the common good, it's defined as that which is beneficial to all of society. It's a concern for the public good, not private good, not just the advancement of my interests or your interests, but rather our shared interests. It's a notion that is anchored in the historic Judeo-Christian teaching of the Imago Dei, meaning the image of God. All people are image bearers and therefore have intrinsic worth as human beings. And this emphasis on our shared humanity stands in sharp contrast with the divisiveness in our culture, in which too often individualized priorities are more important than the needs and the concerns of others. As a result, it often feels as though we are trapped in a continuing pandemic of division, disrespect, anger, and even violence. We long for, we pray for a solution, an antidote that will heal our world. And this is why nurses matter so much. You know, it's sure not perhaps coincidental, but I can't help but wonder that how great it is you timed it. This is National Nurses Week, and here we are together in this room. Well, given where we are and given what you do, forget National Nurses Week. We should have National Nurses Year, because we really need to emphasize what your calling is all about more often, more continuously. Nursing is virtually synonymous with the common good. Nurses heal. Nurses serve. Nurses care for others, all others. You know, many of us, if not most of us, know what it's like to spend countless hours in a hospital or exam rooms, either because of our own health struggles or those someone we dearly love. These are life's hardest days. They're filled with stress and anxiety. They're marked by feelings of helplessness and uncertainty. It's a familiar scene to all of us. Picture a loved one in a hospital bed. You're sitting on a chair in a basic room. You've been there for hours. Your heart has been stretched in all sorts of directions. And in walks a nurse. The nurse walks in and greets you in the room, tells the patient, I need to take your blood, or I need to give you your medicine, or I need to change this drip, or I need to, right? Something needs to be done. And there's this expression of care, concern, personal touch that lifts everybody's spirits in the room. There's casual conversation. There's an interest in getting to know who you are and getting to know who that nurse is. And then the nurse leaves, and often the nurse says, is there anything else I can do for you? If so, just call. And everyone is impacted for the good in that moment. That's the scene. A nurse in those anxious moments can feel like the visitation of an angel. Such kindness is like a cold drink of water for someone parched with thirst. And it's not just the hospital setting. It might be home visit, home health care, and that one person who comes by to bring relief, to bring friendship. It might be assisted living facility. It might be the exam room of a doctor's office while someone's waiting to get more information, and you're explaining what the physician may or may not have said as he or she comes and goes. It could be even a college healthcare center. In all of these places, in all of these times, our politics, our economic status, our race, our religion, heck, even if the patient is a Ravens or Bengals fan, none of that matters. There's a lot of talk about shortage of nurses. And surely the world needs more nurses to keep up with the present and projected level of healthcare service. That's a very big practical concern. But I would argue that the world needs more nurses because the world desperately needs people of strong character who possess greater devotion to the well-being of our communities. That's who nurses are. That's why we need them. Nurses are our models. Nurses are our models. That's a sensitive microphone. You are our models. And nurses are our heroes. So, class of 2023, serve the common good. Serve the common good. Be that desperately needed antidote that can heal us from the plague of polarization and division, that can heal both body and spirit. May God bless you richly in this noble calling. Thank you and congratulations again.
Thank you very much, President McNulty. Just a little something for you. And now I'd like to introduce Dean Julia Carney, Assistant Dean of the Schaefer School of Nursing, who will recognize our mentors.
congratulations, class of 2023. I know the hard work that all of you have put in to get to this point. And part of that hard work is the last 4 weeks of their program is working side by side with a nurse mentor for 96 hours. These nurse mentors have devoted their time for 4 weeks to really instill their knowledge with our future nurses. Without those mentors, our students wouldn't be as much as a great nurse as they're going to be when graduating. I would like to take a moment for our mentors that are here, if you could please stand up to give them a round of applause as a thank you for instilling the knowledge that you have.
As we've mentioned several times, we're celebrating our 50th anniversary, and I thought it most appropriate that we have a couple of students from over the past 50 years who are now faculty members here have a few words. So I'd like to introduce Mrs. Melissa Griffey from the class of 2005 and Mrs. Michelle Rock from the class of 2000, and I hope I got that right.
Thank you, Dean Anir. Good evening, students, faculty, administration, esteemed guests, friends, and family. We are happy to have you in attendance with us tonight. My name is Michelle Rock, and I am here with my colleague, Melissa Griffey. We are both alumni of the BC3 nursing program, and now we are faculty who have the honor of speaking with you all tonight. It's with a lot of pride that I stand up here tonight on the 50th anniversary of our pinning ceremony. It was not long ago that I was sitting where the students sit after 2 grueling years of nursing school waiting to receive my pin, just like you are. Fast forward 23 years, and I now have the honor of being faculty in the nursing program. I have had the privilege of teaching this graduating class, and I often look back on my time here as a nursing student, and it always strikes me how very impactful this program was on my life. Nursing school at BC3 was the foundation for my future, in more ways than one, as I've shared with my students many times. Not only did it help me launch a career as a critical care nurse at UPMC in transplant and prepare me to further my education at the University of Pittsburgh, but it's also where I met my husband. We were both students in the nursing program under the instruction of Dr. Ignasic, Mrs. Seco, Mrs. Heiser, Dean Anir, Mrs. Ratty, and Mrs. Gustafson, to name a few, all who are in attendance tonight. After we received our pins, both my husband and I attended the University of Pittsburgh for our bachelor's in nursing. My husband then went on for his master's in health science and has been serving our community at Butler Memorial Hospital as a nurse anesthetist for the past 14 years. Myself, after 23 years in critical care, transplant, home health, and nursing education, here I am again, back full circle teaching at BC3. I can speak for myself and my fellow faculty members that are here on stage with me that it's always at the forefront of our minds to have the students also help them lay a good foundation for their future and their future educational endeavors. Students, my wish for you is that you can always look back on your time here at BC3 as a foundation for your career and for your future. It is here at BC3 where you learn the skills, competencies, and professional attributes that will carry you far. You will understand very soon how profoundly important these skills are.
I am a proud member of the Schaefer School of Nursing and Allied Health, faculty member at BC3. In 2005, I stepped onto this campus, and as an 18-year-old with so much to learn and the aspiration of becoming a registered nurse, I quickly realized that on that journey, I was being molded into a professional as I was immersed into this nursing program. Here, I learned the pivotal elements of what it is meant to conduct myself professionally as a BC3 nursing student and how high the bar is set to be in this institution. BC3 taught me the resiliency and determination that led me to reach my career goals, beginning with working in the operating room at UPMC Presbyterian Hospital in Pittsburgh, and then finding my joy as a maternal newborn nurse at UPMC Northwest in Seneca. You see, BC3 graduates are found everywhere. Often, I would look back to the years that shaped me and prepared me to earn this title as a registered nurse. The faculty that empowered me along the way, some of them here this evening, were my role models as I began teaching and mentoring new nurses. The challenge of nursing school here at Butler County Community College lit a fire within me that never dimmed. Becoming a faculty member in this program and at this college is my most esteemed accomplishment on my career path. Graduates, as you move into your new career path, always remember where you started and join me as alumni with pride to be a graduate of this amazing program.
We can proudly say that we are part of a community college that for the 8th time in a row has been ranked the #1 community college in Pennsylvania. Graduates, I can tell you that from the time I was a student to now returning as faculty, there has been so much growth and investment into our nursing program. From the development of simulation to enhanced clinical experiences and expansion of clinical sites, it is clear that BC3's program continues to have your best interest at heart. Recently, we expanded to Brockway campus and have our newly established relationship with Grove City College. A partnership that has made an obvious and significant impact on our program is our strong partnership with Concordia, whom provides scholarship and support to our graduates. All of these changes have driven growth, change, and successful partnerships, which have been crucial to your success. One thing I can say, however, that has stayed the same is that as a student, I remember having faculty here at BC3 that cared about me, my education, and my future as a nurse. That made an incredible impact on my professional career and continues to impact my teaching. You are that next generation of nurses who I have come back to impact. I can also say that the faculty that I have the privilege of working with now strive every day to continue this legacy. I hope you understand the legacy that you are now a part of. I hope you remember where you came from and value those professional competencies that we always expected of you. You are now part of a whole, a profession that demands integrity, caring, and knowledge, and it has been an honor to be your instructor. Know that I speak for all of us when I say that we wish you the very best and expect to see great things.
Evolution is almost not a profounding enough word to describe where this program has gone and what has become since its start. With sights set to continuously build and strengthen the Department of Nursing and Allied Health, a licensed practical nursing program was created. The first cohort of that program graduated in December 2022. This is a one-year program and is supported by our partner, Concordia Lutheran Ministries. We hear from many of our clinical facilities about how wonderful our nursing students are, and we look forward to producing this community with not only great RNs, but LPNs as well. An enhancement to the RN curriculum that has truly benefited both the students and the program is the Nursing 105 portion. Students are partnered up with a nurse mentor at the end of the program in the clinical setting for 96 hours of clinical time. The nursing student gets to experience what a real shift and real schedule are like, assignments, tasks, and workloads. We have nurses willing and excited to do this with the nursing students from BC3 because they know the caliber of student that comes from this program. Training nursing students to deliver safe and effective care is priority, but what BC3 has done with simulation over the years is outstanding. Using high-fidelity training mannequins, we have been able to take real patient situations and run students through intense critical scenarios in a safe practice environment. Thanks to Janice Phillips Lyric with her donation, we were able to create the Lyric Simulation Lab in the Business Health Building and move simulation in the direction of feeling more realistic. The movement did not stop there. The Victor K. Phillips Nursing and Allied Health Building, ready to open fall 2023, holds medical, surgical, and ICU simulation rooms with new state-of-the-art software and technology. The physical project began in June of 2020, but work was being done and plans being made long before that. The foundation and college administration worked hard to make this possible. So many people believe in this program and in this college that much funding came from the private contributions and pledges from over 80 different donors. The Victor K. Phillips Nursing and Allied Health Building is the largest construction in BC3's history. We are honored and excited to call it the home of the Schaefer School of Nursing and Allied Health. So graduates, you are a special group, and we are honored to be here tonight to show the support that comes not only from your friends and family, but from this faculty, this college, and this entire community. You are going to serve your community well in the nursing field and be a reminder to the profession of what it means to be a nursing graduate from Butler County Community College. Congratulations to all of you. We are so proud.
Thank you, Mrs. Griffey and Mrs. Rock. We are so proud of you. So now the moment that you've been waiting for, the pinning of our students. So for the history of the pin, I'd like to welcome Maria John and Catherine Allen.
The tradition of the nursing pin can be traced back to the 12th century. Knights who vowed to tend to the ill and wounded crusaders were given the Maltese crosses to wear on their black habits.
In the United States, in the late 1800s, Bellevue Training School in New York decided to give a pin to its graduates to distinguish its graduates from those of other schools. Other schools followed suit, and soon every school had a uniquely designed pin to be worn by their graduates as a representation of achievement of the knowledge and skills so important to the practice of nursing.
Our BC3 pin was designed by the first ADN class, which graduated in 1974. The college seal, which you see hanging at the back of the stage, was the model for the pin's design. The shield in the center is divided into 4 sections, with each section representing an important segment of Butler County. Business and industry is represented by the suspended steel girder. The lamp of learning and parchment document represent education and the professions of the community. The stacks of wheat represent agriculture, and the oil derrick the mineral and the mining history of the county. The shield is flanked by a laurel wreath symbolic of outstanding achievement.
An oval was selected for the shape of the nursing pin instead of a circle. The pin is gold, trimmed with the royal blue of the college colors. Printed on the blue band in gold is Butler County Community College ADN. The date the first class entered the program, 1973, is in Roman numerals at the bottom of the pin.
The pin represents late nights, early mornings, time, toil, tears, tests, and much critical thinking. You, our guests, have been closely associated with these proud graduates, and you also realize the commitment that was involved in earning the right to wear this pin. Graduates, wear your pin proudly as you blend the old traditions with the new and challenging future.
Great job.
Now the moment you all have been waiting for. When I read your name, please stand and come up onto the stage to receive your pins. The first group will be pinned by instructor Michelle Rock. Hannah DeMar. Maria John. Timothy Mahoney. Shane McIntyre. Brianna Vargas. Sabrina Ziegler. Our next group will be pinned by instructor Sarah Drain. Jessica Bagden. Taylor Keith. Lucas Kinneman. Haley Metzger. Meredith Morrison. Natalie Peffer. Kayla Ward. Our next group will be pinned by instructor Amanda Gillespie. Joseph Geiser. Abigail Purvis. Cole Reiser. Jessica Rutkowski. Mara Schaefer. Jocelyn Shepard. Our next group will be pinned by Assistant Professor Melissa Griffey. Catherine Allen. Madison Davis. Rayana Reddy. Samantha Sutton. Paris Trinidad Charles. Deborah Yerudia Aliano. Amanda Wemette. Our next group will be pinned by Assistant Professor Christine Kenny. Kristen Barkus. Carissa Clark. Sarah Felsing. Nicole Hillman. Paige McCain. Brooke Stallman. Jenna Stallsmith. Our next group will be pinned by instructor Jessica Bronder. Jill Dawson. Abigail Emery. Caitlin Hayes. Allison Kranakovich. Brooke May. Stephen Schaefer. Brianna Schneider. Our next group will be pinned by instructor Lorraine Wolfram. Lindsay Chrisman. Sienka Everett. Emmeline Henney. Amanda Olsenovich. Ann Schleiden. Our next group will be pinned by Assistant Professor Heather Darrington, Haley Cararini. Madeline Colleton. Hannah Farrington. Emma Perkins. Kate Slogenhop. Rebecca Stewart.
Emma Clark. Emma Clark. Elizabeth Mackey. Our last group will be pinned by Diane Ratty. Finley Coughlin. Sarah Layton. Abigail Montgomery. Emily Smith. Alexis Barbati. Hastencia Fateau. Tahira Pellegrino.
So the Dean's Award is awarded by me for a student that exhibits distinguished traits of accountability, caring, professionalism, and potential for a leadership role. These are obviously all important traits for the profession of nursing. So about a year ago, I was wandering the halls of 5 Main at Butler Hospital and talking to some staff and faculty members, and a patient's family member came out of the room and said, did I hear you're from BC3? And I was thinking, well, it depends on what you have to say to me. But anyway, of course, I said absolutely. And he says, well, he goes, I want to tell you that we have a BC3 student today that's been assigned to my mother. And what a difference this student has made. She is caring, she is skilled, she has been phenomenal in the care of my mother and has made such a difference. With this reason, I feel like this award is most deserved by Mrs. Hastentia Photo. Hastentia has received, obviously, a certificate, as well as her NCLEX board exam is paid for, and her license. And now for the Autumn Rose Cooper Award, which will be presented by Dean Kearney.
The Autumn Rose Cooper Nursing Award is awarded to the students that exhibits clinical excellence, just not in the clinical unit, but on the floor. For Autumn, a single mother of 4, graduating from BC3's nursing program was a journey full of academic challenges, financial concerns, and struggles. Nursing is a difficult program in itself. Add single parenting to the mix, and there were times Autumn didn't think she could do it. At one point, her collective responsibilities were too much, and she had to step away. Autumn was grateful to learn BC3 would hold her nursing seat for a year and allow her to return. Autumn returned a year later, completed her studies, and graduated with the BC3 nursing class of 2018. At the nurses' pinning ceremony, Autumn's dedication to nursing and patient care was recognized when she received the Clinical Excellence Award. Autumn is an RN BSN with the UPMC Health System and has found it in her heart to want to help other nursing students. As a nursing student, there was always things that cost money: shoes, scrubs, gas to get to clinicals, car repairs, etc. Even when you graduate, you have to pay to take the NCLEX, the nursing boards. This award recipient will have her NCLEX fees paid for upon graduation. To receive the Autumn Cooper Student Clinical Nurse Award, the student must exhibit the following criteria and is nominated by the full-time faculty: the ability to engage the CUSIN framework of nursing to their own practice while on the clinical unit, demonstrates professionalism and the commitment to nursing in the classroom and clinical setting, care, compassion, and competence both in your academic work and on the clinical floor, an ability to develop relationships with patients and colleagues by listening, communicating, and responding to their needs, confidence to question practice and the willingness to reflect upon their own practice, exemplified the best efforts and ability to carry through were always in the best interest of learning, and whose specific performance demonstrated accountability, maturity, and peer support. The winner of the 2023 Clinical Nurse Excellence Award, who have a certificate and her boards paid for, is Paige McCain.
lighting of the candles will be led by Caitlin Hayes, Natalie Peffer, and Lucas Kinnaman, followed by the Nurses' Pledge, and of course, Paige McCain will be leading that.
Florence Nightingale was the founder of the nursing profession. During the Crimean War, she was known as the Lady of the Lamp when she walked the halls of the hospital at night, tending to sick and injured British soldiers. The lamp is now widely known to represent Florence Nightingale and her transforming work in the nursing profession. The light that Nightingale carried is symbolic for the concern and welfare of those who are ill and suffering. It is synonymous with goodwill, reliability, and compassion, which are all attributes that are highly desirable in the field of nursing today. As we light our candles, may they light our path as we care for those encountered along our journey in the nursing profession.
Can you guys hear me? Okay. So this is the Nurses' Pledge. In the full knowledge of the obligations I am undertaking, I promise to care for the sick with all the skill and understanding I possess without regard to race, creed, color, politics, or social status, sparing no effects to conserve life, to alleviate suffering, and to promote health. I will respect at all times the dignity and religious beliefs of all the patients under my care, holding in confidence all personal information entrusted to me and refraining from any action which might endanger life or health. I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skill at the highest level and to give loyal support and cooperation to all members of the health team. I will do my utmost to honor the intentional code of ethics as applied to nursing and to uphold the integrity of the nurse.
We used to use real candles, but we were afraid that we might set the place on fire. Dr. Newpower was concerned. I'd like to recognize again Hostentia Photo, who will make some closing remarks, and then the new nursing students, or I should say our new nurses-to-be, will proceed out. And we would like our family and friends to join us for some light refreshments. And also, we will have some gifts from our foundation for our nursing students. And again, before we adjourn, I want to thank everyone, and particularly thank our faculty for making this event happen, as well as our clerical staff, Mrs. Julia Redman and Miss Elaine Chuba. So Hostentia, will you please come back?
Thank you so much, Dean Anier. Greetings to the President and Vice President of BC3, the Dean and Assistant Dean of Nursing, the faculty, my peers, family and friends, and thank you all for celebrating with us. To my fellow graduates, I say congratulations, we made it. I have a story to share. In August of 2021, some students started their journey at BC3 to become nurses. This was not an easy journey, as some of them thought it would be along the way. Some of these students spent sleepless nights feeling nervous about clinicals, preparing for exams, and waiting for grades to be posted. Some called loved ones, others ran to their instructors, crying in doubt and thinking of quitting. Some had to forgo family and social gatherings because of trying to meet up with the due dates of assignments. Most of these students thought to themselves they might have made a mistake starting this journey in the first place. Despite these challenges, all the students had one thing in common, that was focus and determination. They were determined to stand tall, that no matter how many times they fail, they will remain strong. And today, May the 11th of 2023, these students are now successful graduate nurses. Could we please give a hand of applause to the BC3 nursing batch of 2023? Thank you so much, thank you. However, these students would not have made it this far without the help of their instructors. So on behalf of my fellow graduates and myself, we want to say a very big thank you to all our instructors for all the help and support they put into us to make this journey a success. I remember some of our instructors organizing extra classes to help clarify the doubts of those of us who had difficulties. We want to thank our instructors who were patient with us to ensure each topic was well understood before moving to the next. We also want to thank our instructors for giving us access to open labs to ensure we learn the necessary skills for effective and efficient patient care during clinicals. To our beautiful families and friends, we appreciate all your support, your courage, and patience to us during this period. To my fellow graduates and myself, we thank one another for the collaboration and ensuring that everyone got the support they needed. Could we please give a hand of applause to all our instructors, our beautiful families, at least for making this day worth it. To my fellow graduates, today is not the end of our education, rather a continuation. As we practice, there shall be challenges. In such situation, as our instructors will always tell us, let us ask questions and use our resources to clarify these doubts. And let us treat this as an opportunity to grow. I wish us all success and good luck as we practice and prepare for the board. Once more, a very big congratulations to the BC3 nursing batch of 2023. Thank you so much.
Great job.
If all of our students would rise, and let's give our students a round of applause. Thank you, everyone.